Look, I'm just going to be real with you for a second. I'm going to let a passion from my heart bubble up and bleed through my skin. There is a high school student I've come to admire. He's had problems, some maybe like your own, and others probably very different from yours. Those problems led to decisions and feelings and beliefs that ultimately evaporated his happiness into a fog of self-hate, confusion, and a state of being we call depression. Does this sound familiar to you? It's all too common. Of course it sounds familiar to you. If I had unveiled the specific circumstances of this one admirable high school student, then the rest of my writing would be a story about him. But I didn't. In reality, this is a story about him, but it's also a story about me, and probably someone you love. And honestly, maybe even you. This boy I've come to admire, he found a channel, a pathway, a tool to begin to express his feelings, to begin to release his pain, to begin to feel like he could accomplish something, to begin to feel like there was something that gave him a voice, a reason to be heard, a reason to live. It was piano, and then it was guitar, and then it was this genre, and then that genre. And just as much as his musical ability progressed, so did his ability to express his feelings, to release pain, to accomplish, to have a voice, to speak, and to live. See, if you sing to express your feelings, if you play guitar to release your pain, if you compose piano arrangements to feel like you've accomplished something, if you smash drums like me to hear your own voice, if music ever gave you a reason to live, then honestly, this is a story about you. This passion isn't mine, it's ours, it's shared. It's a passion that is shared among millions of other humans that placed itself in my heart the first time back in 2004 when I screamed to myself, "Wake me up inside!" But you just don't get it yet. I need to fill you in on just a little more information for you to really understand the story I'm trying to convey here. In 2013, my friend and I began recording music for artists beyond ourselves. Again and again, we saw repeats of the same story. A depressed soul pulled from addiction and self-hate because of an opportunity to create music. Now, Todd and I operate a recording studio specifically for young artists. Would you believe me though when I told you where it was? Here, remember, I started this rant by telling you about a high school student that I admire. But he isn't the only one, and he definitely isn't the only one who needs music to grow. Last year, Todd and I took a risk and put all that we had into a mobile recording studio that we parked outside of Roots Charter High School in West Valley City, Utah. We opened up our doors and promised we would never charge a student. Since then, we have helped put on live shows where the students got to experience full vulnerability as they stood on a stage and shared their own music that they composed from their own feelings and problems and struggles and successes. And everything that makes them who they are. We've taught students how to record themselves, how to record others, and how to be influential with their music. We've even put students on Spotify, Apple Music, and other online sites. We even let the students use the studio all day during school for band practices, recording sessions, or just to clear their head before going into class. But the most important achievement, above all other things, really, it's not even an achievement. The most important thing is the individual stories of each one of these students. Stories of students finding themselves, finally having a means to express themselves, finally having a voice, and for some, finally having a reason to live. Todd and I came to love them. We're so close. We're so close to expanding to another school and being able to give that school the same opportunities we've given to these students here. Come be a part of this. If you have music to share, let us record it. Let us publish it and share it with our community. If you need music to process your feelings, let us hear it. Come process it with us. We'd love to feel with you. Let's get your music heard. That's what I'm asking you to do. Come record. Come be a part of this. Help us help these students. It's time to share the secret pieces of artwork you kept to yourself for far too long. The world needs to hear it.